Again, this is Kelsey with Reflect the Dream School of Acting. I want to start off with asking you all a question. What would you say is your biggest obstacle right now that is keeping you from pursuing your dream of acting? Most of the actors I would meet would say finances. That's a big obstacle. Finances, because it takes money, to really reflect any dream. I don't want to make, acting seem like the most expensive dream out there. It's really any dream, whether you dream of being a doctor, a hairstylist, if you dream of writing a book, you dream of having children, okay, you're going to need money. Money is needed for dreams to come true. It's just the way it is. And so that is a big obstacle because we need money, in order for the dreams to come true. Some actors I meet would say lack of opportunity. Perhaps money isn't their biggest obstacle. They can figure out how to get money, but just the opportunity for acting classes, agencies, auditions, just the opportunity to gain experience. Fear of getting rejected, totally. I just watched this great clip by Matt Damon, and he shared that was his biggest fear. And what really helped him is he would go into these audition rooms, with this kind of chip on his shoulder, kind of just like, okay, whatever, you're going to reject me kind of type attitude, and just go in there and have this kind of chip on his shoulder. So yeah, fear, failure, right? Fear, a fear recently was, getting scammed. They had been scammed in the past. So what would you say, actors, is your biggest obstacle right now that's keeping you from pursuing your dream? So before this call, I would say for me, it's the fear that I am not enough. I'm just not enough. Like this big dream that I have, the things I want to do. Oh my gosh, I'm just not enough. I can't do it all. For those of you listening, kind of write out your fear, okay? For this mindset coaching, somewhere, write out your biggest fear. Write it out. Okay, so I would write out this fear that I am not enough. Okay, so let's write that fear out. This is a fear. Now, I believe, I know that fear, as the good word says, fear is a liar. It seems pretty real to me, or I can show you that I live in a small town and there's no opportunities, or I can show you my resume with no experience. My fear of being rejected, like, no, I have panic attacks and I just can't do it. Whatever. So it should feel very real, but my goal for the end of this coaching is that we all see it a different way. Okay, so write it out, whatever your fear is. And I want you to sit there and ask yourself, is this ultimately true? The fear you have, okay? So the fear, I don't have any money. Is this ultimately true? I don't have any money. Sit there and just really ask yourself, is that really, truly, truly true? And keep unpacking it, because it's this stupid fear, this stupid obstacle that wants to come back. Okay, but that's some bullshit, and I do not accept it. I do not agree. Okay, I know it's not for me. Like I know that this cannot be true for me. Okay, and I want us all to see that The obstacle, the fear of rejection. I'm going to be rejected. People won't like me. People won't want to work with me. Nobody wants to work with me. That just cannot be true. I don't have any money. That it just cannot be true. We have to decide that this obstacle, the biggest thing right now that is holding us back, and I've had my list too, and there has been ones like, I need help. So this is where I want each of you be willing to see it a different way. You've got first be willing. Okay, just sit there and be like, okay, it's not that we are having to move a mountain right now. We're just like, just be willing. Be willing to do your part to reflect the dream. Be willing to do your part to achieve the dream. I don't want to go off on a tangent or whatever, but it's like, we've got to be willing. We have such big dreams, and that is fine. It is safe to dream big and amazing and wonderful and lavish. Yes, yes, yes. It's so safe. Go dream big, 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 and never stop. But then we have to be willing to do our part, however that looks, whatever that involves. Like, we have to be willing. Okay. And these obstacles, it's okay. It is what it is. Don't see it as good. Don't see it as bad. If you have no money, if you're in the negative, if you have no support, if you're in a sucky location, if that's what you're thinking, if you have no experience, and if you've never taken a class, wherever you're at, like, it's not good. It's not bad. Like, it just is. Okay. It just is. This moment is what counts. We can sit in the past, but like, why? Okay. We have a future in this moment. So this moment is what counts. Okay, so it's this moment. So what is the biggest thing that is holding you back? Literally, like, even that I'm visualizing, like, holding you. Like, you want to go and do all the things that you want to do, and you want to experience life, and you want to travel and fall in love and be in a movie, and oh my gosh, lights, camera, and walk the red carpet and get dressed up and see your picture, Okay, so be willing to see it differently. I want you to write out the truth. Okay, and then when this lie wants to come up, when this obstacle wants to come up to hold you back, if there's an opportunity to take a class that requires money, or if you're ready to take that step and gain experience, right? But you have the obstacle that there's no opportunities. Okay. We're going to see it differently. Say, actually, there's endless opportunities. There are opportunities all around me. I just have to see them. I just have to be willing to see them. So show me the opportunities, Father. Angels, universe, open my eyes to the many opportunities. There's probably so many opportunities online, whether it's an audition, whether it's a free class, whether it's a master class, whether I can go to the library and check out an acting book. I can gain experience. I can audition. There are endless opportunities. Okay, are there community theaters? Is there a college by? How do I get experience? How do I audition? I want to land a role. I need, I need actual experience on my resume. I can get the training, right? But I need the experience. And so just tell yourself you have endless opportunities. Experience is going to come your way with ease and joy. It's not hard. This is for you. This is not an obstacle. Okay. There are endless opportunities, endless experience. This is for you. It just has to be. The obstacle that you don't have it, it just cannot be true. The obstacle that I don't have money, the obstacle that I am not enough, that I will be rejected, I don't have what it takes. It just cannot be true. I do have what it takes. I am more than capable. I can do those hard things. So I'm willing to see that differently. So what do I have to do? I do have what it takes. Okay, so there's this audition. I have what it takes. I can they're asking for a picture. They're asking, okay, I have what it takes. I can get down there. I can submit a self-tape. I have what it takes to audition. I have what it takes. All right. Well, share with me, what's your obstacle, actors, as you were kind of following along and watching. What did you come up with? What are you flipping at this week? All right, actors, happy Tuesday, and I'll see you next time. Until then, go out there and reflect your dreams. Bye, actors.